Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. Chick Picker.
What up?
There's Sally. Good morning.
You're like 2 minutes early. What the heck?
I don't know. I don't know. Can't explain it. It's a secret. Oh my goodness. It's Wednesday. Wednesday. How you doing?
All right.
You sure?
I wanted to stay in bed a little bit longer, but I couldn't.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Once I'm at that point, I have to get up.
Yeah. Well, I got up at 5. It was like 5:30. Came in here, sat down, and then covered up with a blanket. But I had stuff in back of my chair, so I couldn't put my chair back, which was probably a good thing because I probably would have went to sleep. But so I was sitting up, and I was like, well, I might as well just get up, because if I get up to move the box that's behind my chair, then I'm already up. So
yeah, so you're probably gonna go to sleep if you do that.
I might as well just get up and just get it started. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit early.
Yeah, like I said, it was 2 minutes.
Yeah, not too bad. I was going to start at about, 15 minutes early, and I thought, well, that's probably a little too early.
Yeah, you kind of didn't give me a chance to go smoke a cigarette. Oh, well.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm going to be running back and forth anyways because I have like 5 things to ship, so.
Okay, well, that's great. I'm glad you got some sales.
Me too.
Sorry, my voice is still a little crackly.
That sounds fine. That's how my voice sounds all the time.
It is what it is. Got some running around to do. I got a birthday present to buy. Maddie is going to be 3. So for about, what would it be? About 3 weeks, they'll all be 3.
It's so freaking crazy.
It's crazy. It's nuts.
I don't know.
But, that's the way it is.
I was going to make coffee too, and I didn't get a chance to do that either.
Well, Sally.
Well, I know. I just had a few things going on this morning, and I just have not got it together.
You haven't got that far?
No.
That's
and
okay.
I dug my papers and all my coupons and my parade magazines and stuff like that out of my backpack so that I can go through those, and so that's what I've been doing.
I see. Good morning, Patty. Junk Girl 71. Now I'm going to have to start making a list of the people that I've met.
Yeah.
Because I've met Patty.
You know what would be really good is if you had like a little board that you could put your, actually like print out a picture.
Yeah.
And put a picture.
Yep. I met Patty and Tom and Rita and Beth and Valerie.
And Todd. Did you say Todd already?
Todd. How could I forget Todd?
No. I miss Todd.
I know, I miss him too. I miss him too. But I got a lot done yesterday, actually.
That's good.
Got some listings up, and then I would do like 5 or 6 listings, and then I would finish those up, and then go get a tote, work through the tote, for my inventory.
Oh, yeah.
So I do that, and then I got a whole big stack of stuff that's not even listed. And that's not I'm not even a quarter through what I got to do.
And I was gonna go back and do another hangout, but after I ate dinner, I was like, I'm going to bed.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, you know me. And dinner time, it's like, okay, nap time. That's just how my body.
How your body is.
Yeah.
But
hey, yeah, I need coffee, I think.
Oh man. Yeah.
I feel like the Tide detergent is cheaper than what it used to be. I don't know.
I don't know. I never get Tide. I usually get like either the Gain or the generic Gain.
I like Gain too, and I'll use either one. But
I'm kind of picky about that. Like soap, because it can really bother my skin sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of.
I don't like using like extra or anything. I will if I have to, but really nobody's like allergic to it or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just not smelly enough for me.
It just makes me itchy. Because I'm a dry skin kind of gal. I'm kind of ashy.
Well, I have dry skin too, but I could still use different detergents. But it's like I'm looking at the Dollar General flyer right now, and so what they, that like, do you have that app, the Dollar General app?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Do you have the coupons connected to your phone?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I would say, since you go to Dollar General,
yeah,
that you should probably get it to where it's like connected to your phone.
Right.
And well, if you have the app, I think you do.
So
I think you do.
How do you get credit for that if it's on your phone?
You whenever you go up to the register and they ring you up, then whenever she says this is your total, you punch in your phone number into the keypad. Like, it'll have a little thing at the top that says Dollar General coupons, and you click on that.
Okay.
And then you'll be able to punch in your phone number, and it'll take like any coupons off that apply to your purchase. It'll take those coupons off automatically, as long as you save the coupons before you go into the store.
Okay.
So like, if you know it's something that you always use or whatever, then you just click it or whatever.
Okay.
But like this Tide is $4.95 regular price, and then you can get a $2 digital coupon. So $2, that makes it $2.95.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cheap.
And $3.95 for Gain, and then it gives you a dollar coupon. So that brings it down to $2.95 too.
Yeah.
So Gain and Tide is the same price.
Yeah, Fishing and Pickett says I use whatever's on sale at Dollar Tree. Well, I'd probably be the same way, except my Dollar Tree is about 60 miles away. So
Yeah, my Dollar Tree is like in Roscommon, so it's like 20-25 minutes.
yeah. So my Dollar General is about 5 miles away. So I'll either go there, or if I need something, from Walmart, then I got to go a little further. But
So you have an NCI store, which is like a home store.
Never heard of it.
Looks weird. It looks different than other Dollar Generals. And it's a new store. It's out going towards George and Lori's house.
Okay.
It's that way. It's actually past them. It's
It's
in Higgins Lake.
Yes, fishing and picking. Yes, I know that. He said there's no sale at Dollar Tree. Laugh out loud. Everything is $1. I know that. I got it. I got it.
But yeah, that store, you'll notice that it's different because it has a lower, like right in the middle of the store, it has a low shelf. And all of your towels and sheets and blankets and pillows and stuff like that are on those low shelves on both sides. And then it has like home decor stuff on there too. So
I've never been to that Five Below place. Have you?
Me neither. No. I think ours is in Cadillac.
Okay.
But basically it says $1 to $5, $5. I mean, it has, I'm guessing that it's 5 and below. I thought we had one like that in California. Remember, by Save Mart? It was kind of like that.
That was
It was like all cheapy.
It was like a clothing store, I think, wasn't it?
It was clothing, but it also had like some jewelry and shoes and
yeah. It was just cheap stuff.
That smells like perfume.
Oh my gosh, you scared me to death.
I dropped my coupons.
You scared me when you screamed. I thought you found a mouse or something.
I don't know. I haven't even been in my kitchen yet because I'm scared.
Well, I don't blame you there. I'd let somebody else go in there first.
I am. I'm trying to wait for Brandon, but I really need freaking coffee.
Oh my gosh.
He's going into work late today. Well, he's scheduled late, which is weird, but it's usually at like 8 o'clock. He's usually he's gone to work right now. But on a schedule, he doesn't have to be there till 10.
Huh.
So he tells me not to wake him up, but I, of course, found a reason to wake him up.
There you go. Don't make me some coffee. I don't want to go in the kitchen. Oh my gosh.
Hi, Hank.
You know you're in trouble when you go to grab one thing out of because I have these little shelves in my desk. Yeah, and I went to grab one thing, and like the whole, like there was a bunch of stuff that just fell out. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" You know, that's an issue when that starts happening. So,
oh yeah,
I need to go through all that and throw some stuff away and put some stuff in a box. Get some stuff.
I sold this popcorn popper last night. And it has like the cup that you put on top to where it'll melt the butter while it's popping.
Right.
And then And I didn't remember that it had slits in it.
Okay.
And
Oh,
so it has slits so that it drips onto the popcorn as it's popping,
right.
like as it's blowing out or whatever into the bowl or whatever. So this guy's asking me all kinds of questions about it, and then he finally says, my girl, she doesn't have a microwave, and so I was just making sure that she loves her popcorn, and this is gonna be her best present. She
Wow.
loves her popcorn, and but she doesn't have microwave melt butter. So this works. This works, and the new ones don't have that option. So I was like, cool.
Really? I wonder why it doesn't have that option. Huh.
I don't know.
Carole, I sent you the link.
I haven't seen a new popper in a long time.
I just buy the bag kind, and
Yeah, me too.
the one that has the butter, and pop it in there, and it's good to go.
And seriously, you can buy a microwave at Walmart for like $20.
Morning, Mr. Sadie. Good morning, ladies and friends. I remember when Valerie had a mouse and was walking on chairs and tables. You know it, baby. That was the funniest. That was the funniest. That video was good, but then I don't know. Several years before, when it was like right after me and Mike had moved here, and he was on the road, and there was a mouse in the kitchen, and I was screaming. I couldn't even go in the kitchen.
Like,
couldn't do anything couldn't do anything in the kitchen. It was laying right in the middle of the floor. So I called him and I said, "What am I supposed to do?" And he goes, "Well, you need to take it outside." And I was like, "Well, how do I do that?" So I had this I had some tongs, and I was holding the tongs, the dustpan with the tongs, and then I had the broom, and he was on the other end of the line, and so he was hearing me scream the whole time, and I scooped it up, and I threw the broom, the tongs, and the dustpan outside. And didn't even worry about it. And then when he came home, he was like, "Why is this stuff all outside?" I'm not touching that stuff. That mouse is out there. You're lucky you got outside. I don't mess around, man. I'll go live in a hotel if I have to.
It's so funny. But I'm the same way. I'm like, if I walk into the kitchen, I know that there's traps in there. And right now we have about 5 or 6 set. Just because I'm not playing. I don't want anybody running around.
Yeah.
So and I think they might be coming up through my sink.
Oh.
Where I need to have Brandon get some of that spray stuff that foams up or whatever. But I don't know if I could do that next to the pipes.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. So
you should be good with the pipes, as long as there's no like gas connection near it. Yeah. Mike did that once. I think I was in California and he was bored. And so he had that Flex, whatever it is. And he was going through the house, just squirting it because this house has so many holes.
Yeah.
And so he was down underneath the cabinet and he was spraying it and everything. And then it caught fire.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it caught fire and he had to run out. Luckily, we had a fire extinguisher and he came in and put it out. Luckily, it wasn't too bad, but yeah, it caught fire. because of the fumes. Hi, Carol.
Hi.
Look at you, pretty lady.
I know, your hair looks so good.
I felt bad because poor little Sally's been DMing me saying the only time she gets to see me is on the show.
Aww.
I do miss you.
Aww.
And I can't see the chat, so hi, everybody.
Hank says, that's how I felt yesterday after dumping this bucket out, and out drops a snake at my feet.
Holy mackerel.
Ready to throw everything away and just start over.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't blame you.
Hi, Nikki.
I'd be the same way.
Oh, I saw Nikki there for a second.
Yeah, she's still there.
Oh.
Joanna says, Carol, I love your head. I think she means hair.
Yeah.
Oh,
I hope she means
oh,
hair.
there's Nikki.
I love your head too.
No, I spent a lot of money to have my hair done, and then last night I had to lighten it even more at midnight.
At midnight? Oh my gosh.
I know. I need my head examined. Whatever.
That's really good.
Why? I mean, your hair looks really good. I love the color.
Light. Yeah, it looks better in person. I don't know. Maybe I'm just fooling myself. I look awful on like the camera, but whatever.
No, you don't.
Like,
you look so pretty.
Well, Nikki, I think you have a crush on me, so
I do.
That's why I come on here to give you compliments.
Hey, y'all might as well be married.
Yeah. I think I might be going to lesbianism now.
If I was ever to go the other side, Carol, you'd be it.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, I'm not, but I wish I was at this point. I have more options.
You'd be my dream date, Carol.
Huh?
You'd be my dream date.
Are you plowing today?
No, I'm in the plow truck, but I'm not plowing right now.
Oh.
We're supposed to get probably 1 to 3 inches tonight, though. So I'm plowing tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we had rain for 2 days, so we had over a foot of snow, and it went away. Now we have the snow last night, but it's like an inch or two, nothing really.
Yeah, that's what got too.
Well, we got that 25 inches. Jesus, that was crazy.
Yeah, that's a lot in one time.
That's too much.
I still have to fix my stupid snowblower.
I don't know how we're gonna get snow though, because it's like 0 degrees right now here.
Yeah.
And the wind chill is like 25 or 30 below. So that's way too cold, I think, for snow.
Yeah, it's gonna be too cold for snow. Definitely.
We're supposed to be up to like 19 tomorrow, or maybe 18 tomorrow, or something like that. Or
yesterday and the day before, we were at 50. I'm like, we had a foot of snow and then we were at 50 for 2 days. I don't get it. Now today it's colder. What are you eating today, Nikki? What's that?
This is a breakfast burrito. I'm starving, so
I'm thinking the breakfast of champions. Actually, this is from last night. I gotta get a new one.
I'm starving, so I have to eat something.
Yep.
I'm gonna go see if I can get in the kitchen.
My daughter's in the doctor's office, so I'm waiting.
Is she okay?
Yeah, she's got these warts on her fingers, my youngest daughter, and she's had them forever, and she's treated them. She's been into the doctor and everything with them, and they've froze them off or whatever, but they won't go away. So now she's been going to the dermatologist, and the dermatologist they're freezing them, injecting them with some kind of chemo drug, and doing something else. And well, they've been falling off, but then they've been coming back. So I don't know.
Huh.
She says that you have this because she had them for so long. Mm-hmm. And it's like a virus or whatever.
Yeah,
and
that's what warts are, a virus.
Yeah. And your body has not it forgot how to fight them off.
Right.
So she has to reprogram her body to know that this is something that they have to fight off.
And that's where the chemo
and that's where all these treatments come from that if they keep doing it, then the body will finally figure out that it's supposed to fight them off. Something like that.
I don't even know how to find the chat on this one. I can't even how do you find the chat on, well, you guys probably don't know.
Well, you gotta go on, are you on your phone?
Yeah, of course. Come on now. I don't even have a camera.
But you can go over to your YouTube.
Yeah. Open up
on my phone. You think I can do both at one time?
Well, I don't know.
No, I'll tell you right now. No, I cannot.
We got
I should go get my iPad. Let me go get my iPad.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where's your iPad at? Where's that at?
It's upstairs in bed. Hold on.
There you go.
If she takes too long, she probably went back to bed.
It's true. It's true. I have to send a search party out for her.
I love Carole.
Gosh.
I thought she was swearing off YouTube for a month or whatever.
Well, that was in November.
Oh, that was November.
Yeah, she's back on now.
Oh, that's good.
She's full force now.
Good. I missed her.
Yeah, I did too. She definitely needs to be on there. Good morning, Todd.
Hi, Todd.
Silverhair Stacker. Hello, Maya.
How's Mama doing?
Thanks for joining us. Todd, how's Mother doing? Excuse me. Sorry. Ugh.
How you feeling, Valerie?
Still pretty coffee, but just that's really the biggest problem that I have is just the cough.
Yeah.
But as long as I'm coughing, I'm good. When I stop coughing, then that I need to worry. So
I'm not watching the chat, so.
Neither am I. I'm working on it, but I don't know.
If there's any pertinent information, let me know.
I got it. No worries.
Valerie knows what she's doing.
Joanna says, so can you sell used stuff on Amazon? I keep finding used toys on there. No. I don't know about.
I heard you can.
You can sell used. Can you sell used toys on there?
You can sell used stuff on there because I watch Scott's channel.
But you can. I know you can use.
I never knew that before.
Used electronics because people send in like combo, VCR,
I think you can sell. I must say used everything, but I'm sure there's stuff that you can't, right? But
I didn't know that you could sell used toys on there. That's weird.
I always thought it was just brand new stuff, but
that's what I thought. Oh. Yeah, Todd says Mom's okay, but she has she has to tell a long story for everything we pack for the move.
Oh.
Well, that's Mom's.
Yeah.
That's the mom in her.
Tom. I ain't Tom. Todd. I don't know why I said Tom.
Those are wonderful stories, though, that you'll never get back.
That's true. Somebody needs to record that stuff so you can send, share that with your grandkids someday.
I love talking to old people. I just love it.
Oh, now I gotta sign into my YouTube. I don't even know what my YouTube is.
Oh God.
See, this is why you need to be on every day, Carole. And that way you could you'll remember it. Because if I didn't do it every day, I would be lost.
Yeah, but it's automatic on my desktop or my phone. This is my iPad.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah. I have two iPads. I don't even know. You know how I am with electronics. I hate them.
Yeah, I know.
I hate using them. I hate selling them. I don't sell them.
Yeah.
All right. Now, yes, I have to go old school. A steno notebook. That's where I keep all my so much for being all on the computer. I have to write everything down. A few more minutes, I'm going to say, screw the chat. I'm reading it.
Well, I mean, either way,
How many items did you get listed last night?
I think I think I ended up with 14.
Great.
I didn't make my 20, but
Yeah,
you
but
know.
it's close enough. It's just you have to aim high. It's like saying you want to be a
Oh.
millionaire. Well, you might not be a millionaire tomorrow, but aim
Yeah.
high. You never aim low.
Yeah. I mean, usually my goal is 20 a day, but you know, sometimes I got a little overindulgent with the inventory totes.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say with alcohol.
Well, I wish it was alcohol. I don't have any alcohol in the house, so
I don't drink really. Oh my god, can you imagine me drinking? We're gonna have to do
that would be so much fun.
we have to do an off-screen panel with me drinking.
Oh
You'd be
yeah.
like, oh my god.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
You'll have to help me how to get off the phone after I'm done because I'll be a mess.
I need somebody to help me find my clothes.
No, I not that. I know. I get like I told you I like everybody when I'm drinking. Like you guys are the best.
But no, I got a little too I mean it wasn't I'm excited to get my inventory stuff done. And so
Yeah, but it's still getting something done, whether it's listing or not.
Yeah.
They both have to be done. So
yeah.
I kind of find my stupid YouTube thing.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Wait a minute. Christ.
But I think I got through 2 or 3 totes.
And you're doing this for year-end inventory? What's this inventory you're doing?
No, this is so I can get these items on the shelf.
Oh, in a certain order.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So each item, when I'm going through the tote, I'm seeing number 1 if it's listed. If it's not listed, then it goes in a pile. If it's listed, then it gets a number and it goes on the shelf.
My stuff is like having babies here. Every time I touch something, it's not listed. I have so much money in inventory. I've been living off the inventory. Well, I have shopped a few times, but very, very infrequent for me. And I still haven't finding stuff. I'm like,
well,
I've been living off the land for a year here. It's like, oh my goodness.
Hey, you know what? That says something.
Yeah, but not a good living. But I'm just, you know.
Well, I mean, you're not on the street.
No, I'm okay. I'm fine.
You're doing okay. So, that says something. You know, I know that if I got into a desperate situation, that I just, list my butt off, which I probably need to be doing right now. And just list and even like Scott, the bearded picker, he had a video yesterday and he said, it's no secret. You got to list. You got to get the stuff up so people can see it, so they can buy it. And
who did you just quote? Scott?
Yeah.
You're high now. I quoted Scott. You're quoting Scott.
No, I'm serious. I love Scott. I
do too. I'm just.
I think he has great information, and
he's actually a very, very, very nice guy.
And that's right. You met him, right?
Mm-hmm.
You met him in person?
Yes, he's the only person I really met in person.
Aw.
I think so. Oh no, I met Scrap Lady I was at the bins one time, and she goes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, he's the one I met.
Yeah, I take a lot of what he says, to heart, but
no, it's true because he's been listing, and all of a sudden he's been selling.
Yeah, I mean, he said he listed 25, and he sold 5 of those items.
Well, one of the times he said something. He was supposed to list something on one of his videos.
Wonder where else you heard that from.
And I said to him then, I go, now, what are you trying to say? I'm better than you at eBay? All of a sudden, the next day, he listed like 30 things. I'm like, all right, well, there goes that.
Yes, Nikki, we know.
Hey, how many of you listen?
Nobody listens to Nikki, but Scott says that, oh my God, it's the Bible.
Yep.
Yep. No one listens to Nikki. Nikki doesn't come on anymore, so we have to go to the next source, right, Valerie?
That's right. That's right.
Because Nikki doesn't do videos.
Yeah,
anymore.
honestly, that is the only thing I have ever noticed on eBay that has generated sales was just listing.
Yeah.
I don't list, I don't sell. If I start listing, boom, oh, here comes sales. Imagine that,
Yep.
Yep.
And if you want to have a really good weekend, now sometimes it doesn't work out. But if you want to have a really good weekend, start listing on Wednesday.
Yep.
And build up your momentum. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yep.
And you should have a pretty good weekend.
Today's Wednesday, correct?
Today is Wednesday.
Oh my God.
So it's listing Wednesday.
Usually for me, when I start listing a lot, usually it takes 2 days about
Yeah.
to catch up. Yeah.
But that's the name of the game. That's what you got to do.
Yep.
And sometimes, things don't pop off as quick as we want them to. People are still buying clothes. A lot of people say nobody buys clothes during the winter time. Nobody buys clothes for, during the Christmas season. That's not true.
No, they do.
People still buy clothes, whether it's used or new with tags. People still buy clothes.
Especially like fancy dresses and stuff. You got New Year's coming up.
Oh my God! I went and look at. I'm going to a New Year's party.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah,
I'm so jealous.
Don't be because I try on dresses. I'm like, oh my God, a mess. I'm like, I was so depressed. I left there. I'm like, freaking hate. I like shopping. I was like, I hate shopping. I hate being in the store. I'm never looking for a dress again. Not good. So I will be buying exercise wear. No, I have a whole bunch. I gotta join a gym. I gotta do something.
You look great.
No. If you saw, it was like so bad. I mean, so bad.
Did you go with anyone?
What?
Did you go with anyone or did you go by yourself?
No, I like to shop by myself. But
okay.
No.
When you're going with someone because you have a different.
No, I don't. If I think it looks hefty, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I can get away with this. No, this was like so bad that I'm supposed to be really dressed up. I'm like, I have a black jumpsuit that I could, wear a lot of jewelry and make it look fancy, but I wanted to wear a dress, whatever. But I'm like, forget that. That ain't happening. It's awful.
Well.
No, it was like, especially the holiday dresses, because a lot of them have like sequins and stuff.
Right.
I looked like a stuffed sausage. It was.
Aww.
It was so bad. It was bad.
Oh my gosh.
I remember the good old days. I could just pick my size off the rack and just say, yeah, that'll fit.
I know.
Long gone are those days, right?
Oh yeah. Those are long gone.
Now, does Todd's mother live far from him?
Do what?
Does Todd's mother live far from him, or?
Yeah, I think. Well, she lives in Oklahoma.
So
I think
why don't they bring her back down closer to them?
Well, they are.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that they were putting her place there. Okay.
Basically, what they're doing is they're packing up the house
and moving
and then moving her. I think she's going to be close. She's going to be in his brother's town.
At least so someone can watch over her.
And he's like 2 hours from Todd. So it's going to be a lot closer.
Yeah. Just so they can go there if there's a problem or someone to check on them because you know how those nursing homes can be.
Yep.
But Gwen is getting tired of shipping Todd's orders. Hey, tell her she has to get used to it. When she retires in a year and a half, she's going to have to
practice.
She's going to have to help out.
Yep. Yeah, 8 hours to drive to mom's.
What's happened to Sally?
I don't know what happened to her. She must have fell in the coffee pot or something. She said she was going to make coffee, but she was afraid that there was a mouse in there.
Oh, 8 hour drive to his mother's. Wow. Yeah, that's a long drive.
So I mean that's a day's drive. That's not horrible, but
Oh yeah,
if you
that's
need
like,
to get there in a flash,
yeah, it's hard.
that's
Yeah.
kind of difficult to do.
Well, I'm just saying to check in because if they know someone's coming in and visiting, they, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I'm glad she's going to be a lot closer. I think that's important.
Yes. I didn't know they were moving her closer. I was like, why would they put her in a place up there? I thought he went up there to put her in, a nursing home.
Yeah. But that's good.
Sorry, Brandon was having a mini panic attack because he couldn't find out of his work shirts.
Uh-oh. Here comes Sally to save the day.
Oh, look, there's 3 in the dryer. And
wow, what do you know?
One in the washer that I just put in there. There's 4. Oh my gosh.
Todd says Gwen thinks I should have shut the store down. Yeah.
The store.
You can't do that because you don't get no sales.
Yeah.
But I understand. I get it. Yeah. I mean, she's got to, that puts a little extra stress on her because she's got to package stuff and then she's got to go to work and then, all that stuff. But that's good practice for her, actually.
Hi, Hickey Val.
Hi, Shani Sells. Gotta say that kind of slow. That's a tongue twister right there.
Especially after shut the shore.
Yeah.
Shut the store.
Yeah.
Oh my
Patty says I was hoping Sally would come back with a mouse story. Oh my gosh.
Nope, no mice today.
Well, that could be a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, well, this is 2.5 days. We haven't had one, so
that's good.
Yeah.
2.5 days, I would die.
We caught
anywhere.
We caught 6 in like 3.5 days.
Oh my
wow!
Like, how are they getting in? How are they getting in?
I think underneath the sink there's a thing that comes up with the pipes.
Oh yeah, that's how they get in, through pipes. Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to. I just don't know if that's that you can't put that foam stuff around there because of like the pipe. I would think it would be more of an insulator, but
people put like steel wool and stuff.
Yeah, I would definitely do the steel wool, and then
make a block, make a wooden block to go around the pipe. You know what I mean?
I just don't know if I can get in there and do that.
I didn't say you. Well, I said, wait a minute. You can do it if I can do stuff. I got to go fix my stupid snowblower. It's so funny because it's one wheel was turning, the other one isn't. So I was like pushing this thing in the snow. You'd think I'd built some muscle, but no. And
just have Brandon do it.
Yeah, right there. He's right behind you, Brandon.
I was just told I don't have to go in today.
Oh.
I just had to go into the office, and answer the thing about a webinar thing for Fitbit. That's for an event that's going on this weekend, or not this weekend, next weekend. Yes, this weekend.
Where's the office?
It's on my phone. I got to go into the office on my phone, and
that's it.
Yeah, so I don't have to go in today to
cool.
the store.
Cool.
There you go.
So let's get your shit shipped.
Huh?
Let's get your ship shipped.
Yeah, I need to get that box up there.
Medium
I have 5 to ship. Let's work on that.
Okay.
Sally's killing it.
Well, how many sales Sally?
Sally's killing it.
You don't have a Fitbit, right?
No, it's for an event.
An event.
It's a Fitbit event that's going on this weekend. That I got to go through a webinar thing, and
yeah, he doesn't have a Fitbit.
My boss needs to make me wear a Fitbit. Wait a minute, that's me. Oh, you know what? You guys won't like skinny Carol. I'm bitchy.
Oh, stop.
No, for real. But I'm going back to that. I've had this whole discussion.
Well, I mean,
Bitchy
you do
Carol,
whatever
calm
you got to
down.
do, but
Oh, yeah.
I just don't want you to be bitchy to me.
I'm not going to be bitchy to you, but I'll just.
That's right. Be bitchy to me, and I'll be
No.
bitchy right back to you.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
but
Okay, what do you got that in? Medium?
medium flat rate, yes.
So let's see here.
What's
Bumcrack
the weather
says. Bumcrack says if Carol's snowblower only had one wheel turning, does that mean she's been going around in circles?
No, it means I was brute forcing it. You don't even know. I was like pushing it with all my weight, and let me tell you, that's a lot.
That's funny.
That's hard. That's
like it is because it works against you.
Yes.
And then it was over a foot of snow, so this one tire was spinning, the other one was just late. I'm like pushing it.
Oh my gosh.
And then so I tell Steph, and she's like, so every day she keeps sending me Amazon sales. She sends me these snow blowers on for little walkways. You know, they're on special for like $100 because I was saying they're like $700 to $1,000. But mine works. It just I gotta fix the wheel, I think the cotter pin, and I gotta do something with my carburetor because it only would run and choke and this whole thing. It's very easy because it's a real small motor, right?
How do you say carburetor?
Carburetor.
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 Yeah.
Well, how do you say it?
Carburetor.
Carburetor. Yeah, so she sends me these links to these Amazon sales for like $100 trying to get me a good deal. I'm like, Steph, I go, you're so Cali. I said, that won't even do a walkway. And if you read the reviews, it says it's good for a couple inches. I'm like, yeah. It's not going to be good when you're doing where the plows go by in the front of the house.
Do you know what's wrong with it? Because I can ask Brandon. He works on them.
Well, the wheel, only one wheel turns, so I think it's the cotter pin. I think it doesn't. I had to fix the wheels the other day. Wait a minute, and then the big thing is it only runs in choke. So I'm thinking it's something with the carburetor.
Okay, so one wheel on her snow plow or snow blower will turn, and the other one won't.
Probably froze.
No, it didn't freeze.
No, not froze.
If one's not turning, it's probably froze, or it depends on is it chain driven, is it belt drive?
Oh,
does it have a belt or does it have a chain?
I don't know what type of snowblower it is. If
it's a Craftsman.
You know,
Craftsman.
But wait a minute, what about the choke? Just ask about that
what about the choke? Like, what is the choke doing again?
It only runs when it's on choke. If I put it into
it only runs when it's on choke.
Okay, then the
carburetor.
The carburetor. You take it apart.
The carburetor.
Carburetor. See? I'm telling you, I can run so many businesses.
It's not getting enough gas through it. It's because choke is what it's doing is forcing the gas through it on choke. So one of the jets are plugged in it.
So should I clean it or get a new one?
So should she clean it or get a new one?
Well, she knows what she's doing when she cleans it, or get a new one. Better
watch a YouTube video. They probably have them.
I'll change it.
I mean,
I would definitely try to clean it if you can.
I'm gonna change it. I don't have time to clean it.
She's just gonna get another one. Get another carburetor. A carburetor.
Oh my God! This is a picture. Will you stop? He's trying to get me hooked up with his friend, the plumber.
Oh my God!
Again, every channel.
The Engelbert Humperdinck records.
What?
I sold 2 Eaglebert Humperdinck records yesterday.
Wow.
Say that fast, 10 times fast.
Nope. That's a tongue twister right there.
Engelbert Humperdinck.
Humperdinck.
Hi, Julie.
Humperdinck.
How's the baby?
Did you see those pictures?
Hi, Julie. Oh my God.
Gosh.
So cute.
The Santa pictures.
There was one picture that she looked just like the father. I'm like, I don't know his name, so I don't.
Dan or Daniel?
I was like, oh my God, that looks just like Dan. I'm like, it was so cute. And then she looks so chunky monkey, but then the picture of her and her brother with Santa, she looked like a little peanut. I'm like,
yes.
what?
yes, definitely.
Hi, Bumcrack.
Oh my gosh.
Hank says you can easily do it. I clean the curbs on the bikes all the time. Takes just a couple of minutes.
Listen, like a. Yeah. All right. Well, Hank, why don't you?
I would definitely. I would watch a couple of videos, and just watch a couple of videos.
This is why I don't have time to do stuff.
Well,
I'm fixing stuff.
I understand.
Engelbert Humperdinck.
Yep.
Oh, Mr. Seedy said they're only like $30. Oh yeah, I'll pay $30.
That might be better.
Humperdinck.
And according to Fishing and Picking, I can just call Steve the plumber.
Yeah, he probably knows how to do that.
Well, when I was getting my boiler done, he tried to hook me up with Steve the plumber. The guy has a YouTube channel, and he lives in my area.
Yeah, for these.
Okay.
Yeah, and she had pictures of being in the bath the other day.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Hank says Humperdinck. What? No, it's Humperdinck, not Dick. He says, what the what?
Oh
No,
God.
it's Dink because it's Dinck.
Yeah, it's Humperdinck. Yep.
Yeah, Engelbert Humperdinck. I almost had it.
Me.
Oh my.
Humperdinck.
Priority.
Okay, I don't have nothing big enough to put them in.
They're doing
I
something.
watched YouTube and learned how to rewire my 3-way hall light switches.
Oh, I know. You can. I know. I did my garage door opener with YouTube.
Yeah, I replaced my ignition in my truck by watching YouTube, and I should have YouTubed it. So
Yeah, you should have.
So I could have showed.
YouTuber watches YouTube to fix.
Yeah. But I mean, my son-in-laws, they're both mechanics and stuff, and they do a lot of that too. They look on YouTube if they don't know how to do something. They go to YouTube and look it up and figure out how it's done. And oh my gosh!
Well, now we know how to make Todd puke. Next time he's on, we're just going to talk about it.
Oh my gosh!
Todd says Engelbert makes me throw up in my mouth when I hear him sing.
Oh. Oh my gosh!
Sounds like a jealousy thing to me.
Maybe.
For a name like that, you would not think that would be like a big chick magnet.
No.
You would think that would be like that would scare people away.
Yeah.
But I mean,
you better have a good voice.
Yeah.
It better be Engelbert Humperdinck.
It better be worth it. If I gotta call you Engelbert, it better be worth it. Exactly.
Hi, Tara.
That's what Jim and Tara says. Jim watches YouTube when he's fixing something.
Yeah. That's right. Oh my gosh. True story, Fishing and Picking says, I learned to dispatch and clean a pig from YouTube. Oh, I don't doubt it.
Dispatch. What's dispatch mean?
I learned to dispatch. I don't know.
I would think.
Kill it?
Like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Slaughter it? Is that what he's trying to
When
say?
I think, but dispatch, that's like when you're like calling 911 and like.
I know.
That's what I think.
I didn't know if it was something that I just didn't get.
I don't know. I'm dumb, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
I know. I ask. I can't help it. I'm just nosy.
Yeah. It's
to kill
to kill them.
Okay.
Oh no, Mr. Sadie, I work on everything. You don't even know. I think I am like a fix-it.
Well,
I mean, no idea.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah, but see, I don't know. I have 3 brothers. My brother's a carpenter. You think, my mother's whole side of the family were carpenters and stuff. I swear to God, I should have been one because I think I would have been pretty good if I was trained. I mean, that's why I don't have any nails. I do too much stuff around the house.
I wouldn't think that ditch.
Oh, it's a nice
dispatch
way
would
to
mean
say
that.
kill it is dispatch. Oh.
I wouldn't think that.
No, I didn't. I never heard it
14,
referred to like that.
13, 1.
So anyway.
That's something I wouldn't want to do, is gut an animal.
No.
So you better hope the world doesn't end and I'm the only one left to get food for us because we're in trouble. We'll be eating berries and sticks and leaves because I will not kill an animal to eat. Even though I do eat meat and stuff, I'm not saying I just can't do it.
I mean, I guess if you're hungry enough.
I'm sure you would because your instinct would take in, but
sure.
I don't know. I can kill a person before I can kill an animal.
And you know what? There's like
a rat, but I wouldn't want to eat a rat.
Yeah, but there's me neither. I would.
Although reptiles I could do, like I could do a snake, so I guess we could eat snake. I know, but if you're starving and you're,
Yeah. It's easy to say I wouldn't do that, but when you're down to when it comes down to the brass tacks,
although
and you're starving to death.
I would do it, but I would probably be crying the whole time. I wouldn't be able to kill my dog though. I'd rather him kill me and eat me before I would do the opposite. I know it sounds really strange, but
Mr. Sadie says you should do a video of replacing that carburetor.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
When I step away from it for a while, and then I'm like freaking. Can you hear me? Thing going.
Morning, Tara.
Hi, Tara.
Hi. Thank you, Carol.
You're welcome.
I haven't watched it yet. I got this cold from my kid.
Well, you'll have it now forever. You don't have to watch it right away.
No, I love it. I'll never give it up. I love that movie. I'll never give it up. It's one of my favorites.
I never look at the movies at any of the videos at the bins, and then that day I found 2 videos. That one and Better Off Dead, which is something I just got. And I'm like, oh my God, I have to get these 2.
Did you watch it?
Nativity.
Yes, I did. It was all right, but it wasn't my favorite movie.
Oh, I like it because I can relate to it when they're like, because people that show horses are always broke and sketchy as shit. So I can relate with it anyway.
Yeah, you're on the circuit. Yeah, you're like, oh, that's so and so.
Yeah.
What was the movie?
It's called Best in Show. It's about like these people that are going to this big dog show. So they're all like, it's like the story of like 5 or 6 different people and their dogs, and they're traveling the show. And you have this one couple that, they're like, the credit cards are getting declined and stuff. And it's just, I don't know. It's funny to me. It's my kind of humor. Anyway. Yeah. So, and it's still about showing dogs. And,
yeah. You kind of are worrying that,
Yeah, and it is like Tom likes the movie a lot too, so me and him are always talking about it.
Yeah, they were talking about. I'd never heard of it before, and they were talking, and then like a week or 2 later, I went to the bins and I found that movie. I was like, I never even heard of it before, let alone see it. I mean, and I don't look through movies at the bins because I don't.
And it's got the guy from American Pie in it, the guy that wears the glasses, like the dad, and then like some other like comedians. They did another movie about like folk singing. I bet I can't remember what that one was called. Anyway. So if you want to check it out, you can check it out. I think it's
Okay.
funny. But
Okay. I was for some reason I am not a very as you guys probably already know by now. I'm not very Christmas. I don't have the Christmas spirit. And so, but yeah, the other day, I can't remember if it was, I think it was Saturday. Yeah, Saturday or Sunday, I was watching all kinds of Christmas.
oh wow,
Yeah, that's really odd for me. Like
I get the
watched,
Christmas spirit around December 24th, I think.
yeah, I don't.
You know what's really good that we watched the other night that I didn't think I would like was because I like the Muppets, but some movies are just way too corny for me. But we watched the Christmas Carol Muppet movie, and that was pretty good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did you say Muppets?
The Muppets,
Yeah, Muppets.
Fozzie Bear Muppet?
Yeah.
Like Jim Henson's Muppets.
Yeah. When I think of Christmas things, I think of like Scrooge, like the old. I like the old movies.
It was like Jim Henson's Muppets, you know.
That's an old movie though.
Yeah, I like the old style.
That's got to be like 20 or 30 years ago. They made the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yeah, I think it's.
I'm
yeah,
talking about old. I'm talking about like before I was even born. I love the old Christmas Carol with Scrooge.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I like it too.
Like old,
whose dogs are those?
That's Mabel. She's
Oh
being
my
a little.
I'm like, hey, give her a bone or something. I know. I haven't got my tree yet.
Are you getting one?
I don't know. I said I was, but
I'm not putting up anything this year.
I was just gonna get a small one and put it like somewhere, but I don't.
I have so many nice ornaments, so many nice things, but
Yeah, I know.
I
haven't done anything yet, and I hate when I walk into Walmart down here because they have this sign 15 days till Christmas. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, yeah,
like you need a reminder, huh?
Yeah, where's the month going? Anyway.
No, I gotta get my shopping done.
I don't know. I may or may not get a tree.
I'm not. The only thing good about it is like after Christmas, everybody's like, "Oh, I gotta take my stuff down." It's like done. Nothing worse than like afterwards you have to put everything back and then take everything that you put away that was out where it was, and that's the only thing good about it.
It just doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't do anything.
Crack what's up a piece of tinsel.
Oh my God! Last year, because we weren't living here, Jim put this pathetic fiber optic tree up that was like this tall. It was so pathetic.
Oh shush!
It didn't even have ornaments on it because all my ornaments were packed up.
You have to. You have to. When you have kids, you have to put stuff up.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It makes it funner anyway. For me, when I was younger, the best part was Christmas Eve. The anticipation was always better than the day of Christmas. Christmas was like anticipating was great. Like the night before was kind of exciting.
You go to bed and you're like, I wonder what I'm gonna get.
Or how about the month of December where you search the house for the hidden Christmas presents and then you find them and figure out what they are, and then your parents find out and then they beat the living bejesus out of you for finding the Christmas presents.
Yeah.
I'll get it.
Yeah.
5 pounds, 6 ounces.
What did I sell? Oh, I sold my owl knife. That's cool.
Great.
I gotta go find them.
Yeah, but it's all right. Hey, a sale, right?
Yep. Can't complain. All that listing I've been doing.
I know.
Starting to pay off.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know Mr. Sadie. He says you have to now. It's a new beginning. Yeah.
I'm afraid to put up. I wouldn't put up my tree right now anyway, but just because
I can't get a big one, so I just have to
I
get
have a nice big one, but
a little shrimpy one that sits right here.
I think Toby would eat the ornaments because he's never seen a Christmas tree. Because I haven't put up decorations in years.
I don't know.
Lots
I
of
was mad.
selling stuff to California this year.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
What was it? Jim was saying that like California is like for sales or something. He was saying how much money they spend in their consumer economy. It's like a third of what the whole US spends or something. He's telling me that.
I'd believe that.
Yeah, it was well, he does not hear right now, but yeah, he was telling me something like that. He goes, so when everybody complains about California and we should build a wall or whatever, he goes, but they are like a third of our economy or something.
Oh yeah. I think California, people in California, seems like they spend a lot more money than other people. I don't know. That may just be my thinking, but
Well,
I don't know.
And what's the most like depressed time of the year? This time.
Oh yeah.
Because you know, for depression, it's like, you know, it's really bad because people overspend and put themselves in debt, and then
Yep.
you know, all of that. That's we don't even buy presents anymore.
I only buy.
I mean,
I used to tell the kids, no offense, don't take any offense to this, but I used to tell the girls that we were Jehovah Witnesses and that we didn't celebrate Christmas.
Oh my God.
They hated that. They hated when I said that.
Yeah, we only buy stuff for Brandon, and it took a couple of years, but because like my sister-in-law and brother-in-law, they would like send like, I don't want to be shitty, but like a crappy present. Like it's the cheap present. You go buy the filler present and give it to Brandon. So then I'm obligated. I'm like, well, now they got 3 kids. So I got to buy them 3 crappy presents. And I didn't know what girls like or stuff like that because I have a boy. So anyway, I finally talked him into, I'm like, let's not exchange presents. We don't buy presents for other people. Brandon, it'd be awesome if you didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, I completely agree.
Native American nativity. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. Like, especially when your kids get older, they just want more and more expensive things.
Oh my God, Brandon, you should shop for him. I don't know. I keep asking him, what do you want for Christmas? Oh, just give me some coins. I really want some Rhodesian money. I mean, I don't even know. Well, I'm going to order him, obviously, some of this, like, money, but I don't even know. He's not asking for any, like, video games, or he doesn't really play with toys or Legos anymore. So I'm like, I don't even know what to get the kid.
He's going on 50. He's like, I'm telling you, he's going to rule the world.
Just get me some stamps for my collection.
Yeah, no, he likes money. I can tell you that.
He likes money. He likes money.
He likes real money or collectible money, or his version of collectible money.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. My kids just wanted computers and video games.
That's right. No.
No.
I think usually because like video games or stuff, if he was like, I want this video game, I mean, we've gotten them for Christmas, but usually we just go buy them. So.
Got gold.
I don't think it's real though.
I give savings bonds to my nieces and nephews, and
that's a good idea.
And cash some of the older ones, but
Brandon's grandma sends him a check, and I just cash it and give him the money. And he can buy himself whatever he wants, and most of the time he just sits on the money.
It looks like it's real.
Well, and then the grandkids, I've started to, well, they get so much. I mean, it was ridiculous. Like the first year we didn't, but for a couple of years, it was just so much stuff. They should even use it. You know,
looks like it's real gold in there.
So I just had the bank account, and I just.
You didn't even notice it was there, did you?
I don't remember.
Anyway,
what do you got going on, Sally? You got some real gold there or something?
Well, he was like, because I told him I sold the nativity that's American Indian, and he's like, "Is it this?" And I'm like, "No, this is like a nativity jewelry box." And in the top of it, it had a thing that says gold, frankincense, and myrrh. So there's like those 3 things in here. And so he was like, it looks like real gold. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to open it now. See.
It's pretty tarnished.
Well, it looks like it because it's in plastic.
Huh.
I don't know if I can even get it out.
Huh. Because that's what the 3 wise men brought, right? So
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Where's your knife?
I don't know, but
14.
I didn't want to
Mr.
mess.
Stacey, my new
mess it
father.
up.
He still buys for his kids and the grandkids. So,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
14, 13, 2.
although I still buy for my
15
stepdaughter. So.
ounces.
Although the nieces and nephews, I say after 18, I'm done.
Yep.
Because I have like 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody can afford that.
Oh my God, there's my phone. That must be my mother. Goodness.
Oh. Well, I know that my in-laws, when I came around, I think we did 1 or 2 Christmases of where, you know, we had to buy for everybody. And it was too much. You can't, you know, you can't do that. And so I told Mike, I said, what do you think about introducing the, you know, draw a name type of thing? If you're over 18, just draw a name and do that. So we started that, and that's worked out pretty well. So I'm good with that. And then I'll buy something for the for Mike's parents. I'll buy a little something for them, but I don't know. I'm terrible at buying gifts and doing all that because I don't like Christmas because of the material. I would be happy just going to have dinner with somebody.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it's all about. That's more what it's all about than you know, the presents. If I want something, I'll save up and I'll go get it, or
That's
I'll
how me and Jim are.
go out and get it. You know, I don't know.
I don't even know what I would. Well, I guess I could go buy Jim a gun or something, but if he wants it, he'll just go buy it himself. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know what he would really want. But he used to say that when he was married to with his first batch of kids with his first wife, because they had lots of like nieces and nephews and cousins, and he goes, "We'd be buying so many presents, and then my kids would not be getting as good as stuff because we were spending so much money on everybody else's kids."
Yeah.
And it turns into a competition, like
Yeah.
You know, like, oh wow, look at what Susie got us. Oh, she must have a lot of money or something. Of course, she's going broke now because she's giving away all these good presents. But
yep. Yeah, she's not gonna eat for January, February.
Yeah. Her credit cards are maxed out.
She got a good name for giving out the presents. Yeah. No.
We used to give good gifts for Brian's family, like all the nieces and nephews. You know what I mean? We spend a lot.
Yeah.
And then we had one of his nephews is my godson. One was his, so you had, and then he had a niece that was a goddaughter, so you had to buy extra because it was the god kids. And and my family doesn't matter. I shouldn't say it doesn't matter. I do whatever, and my brothers and sisters have money, so they don't care. Like if I buy, but I spoil their kids anyway.
Yeah.
It's the closest thing I'm going to have to having kids, really. Even though I have a stepdaughter, it's not the same.
Yeah. That's right, Todd. Merry Stressmas. That's what it's all about right there. Just
and then it goes right into, and then if you're a reseller, it goes right into a returnuary.
Okay, Sally, what you got?
It's this little coin, but it doesn't say anything about like being gold.
Okay. Do you have your magnet? Where's your magnet at?
Right here.
It's not sticking to your magnet.
None.
It's not
metal, so it's
magnetic?
gotta be gold. It's not sticking.
Gold does not stick to it.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Gold is not sticking. And that's not sticking now, is it?
No.
Well, I don't know.
So I don't know either, but the other ones are like rocks.
Let me see.
It might be just
Oh, it's
painted
myrrh.
something or other. It doesn't really look gold to me, but
No.
Honey wheat.
well,
Yeah.
I'm looking through a phone.
What is
Look that
frankincense
up.
and myrrh?
I'll
Is
tell
it
you.
like a herb, like for incense?
It's like in Israel or something, like the writing on it.
It's,
Oh, yeah. What is it? A whole
Israel.
nativity? Oh, you got my attention.
It was in this thing. It's like a nativity
Oh, it's a
jewelry
little
box.
nativity. Oh, who makes it on the bottom?
And it's from the Trinity Broadcasting Network.
Oh, okay.
My guess would be no, based
That
on
is
the
actual gold.
That's
Yeah.
what Todd. That's what Todd says. It says
Tell you,
if
that's
it's
gold.
not marked, then it's probably
I don't know
not.
how much
Yeah, and it was probably something, like if you donate $20, they send you this
Like
little,
a coin.
little box.
They would have it marked, that's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, if anything else, you could, take it to a jewelry store and
Yeah.
have them test it.
Did it already sell, or are you listing that?
Did that sell, Sally?
What sell?
That
No, did that
nativity
already
set.
sell? What you're showing us, or are you listing that?
Oh, this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's already listed.
Yeah. Todd isn't home, Mr. Sadie. He can't put his tree up because it's in the middle of his living room at home. He's not home. He's in Oklahoma. However that sound goes.
No.
Huh. Hey there, a couple of pickers, Lisa and Rob.
Hi guys.
They got a pretty good channel. I like their little lives that they do. They're pretty good.
I'm back in my room.
Oh my God, look at this hideous thing. My Native American fighting knife.
Wow.
Got my label.
Clock you with this
Wow.
bone on your head. Yeah. That's what I thought too. Wow.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Something all right.
Does it have a sheath to it or no?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Morning, Rita.
And it's got they took these furniture tacks and made a cross on the handle here.
Huh.
Anyway,
Fancy.
that's what I thought.
St. Vincent's had all their Christmas stuff on half off yesterday. I found a couple of lead crystal candy dishes, and they have crosses on them.
Huh.
I thought, oh no, that would go good.
Julie says, Mom, where's your tree, Mom? I haven't got it yet.
Outside. Show a picture of outside in the woods.
There's a tree out there. Ooh, that's nice. What's the brand on it?
No brand.
No brand on the bottom?
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
I got it because it's got crosses.
Yeah, that's cute. Very, very nice.
It was 50 cents for two. Yeah, 50 cents for two of them.
I always just think donate to St. Vincent's And then last time I went, I had a whole truck full of stuff, and they wouldn't take anything that was like holiday if it wasn't the exact holiday it was.
Oh,
And
really?
Wow.
people like really particular. I'm like, really? Not to be sound crass, but it was like they're in the poorest section of town. They have the bunch of store. Like my stuff was all like
Which
good and
packages
new.
out?
It was good stuff, and they
Right.
wouldn't take it. They wouldn't take it. They were
Oh.
sending me to Salvation Army, so I don't go anymore. My grandmother used to go when I was younger. Like she'd go in, and we used to make fun of her for going into thrift stores.
Okay, which packages out?
So that's the reason why I used
You
to
got
donate.
shoes on, I
there.
don't.
But they wouldn't take it. Isn't that
Huh.
strange?
You know, I
I,
was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and she said she had a whole bunch of stuff, and she took it to Goodwill. They refused her. They said they were full. She took it to Salvation Army. They were full. And then she took it to just a mom and pop thrift store, and they were full. Then nobody.
Why can't they take it and say $1 for everything and get rid of everything and then make $1? Yeah, you know, like it's
You know
crazy.
what? I think they should have a free aisle for,
Well,
you know, especially like for clothes and stuff like that. Why aren't you saying free so that people that need clothes can go in there and get clothes?
I don't know why they just don't do anything like, you know.
There's
really-
a lot of people that won't ask for help even though they need help.
No, but I'm saying they should put like even like Goodwills and stuff. I know they have to make money, but you'll do it in volume. If they put like people give so much stuff that they put things for a couple dollars instead of $7 or whatever, like jeans for $2 or whatever. Yeah, who cares if it's even resellers or not resellers? You know what I mean? Like you're gonna have a mixture of both,
Right.
which is fine. Your store's making money and it's going through all that stuff.
Right.
That's why the Goodwill bins are there, because all that stuff doesn't sell in the regular stores.
And then they try to, you know, put these, you know, high up brands, they try to do it like a boutique price, which is, I think is bullshit. You got it for free. Why are you trying to sell
It's
it?
not like a specialty, like consignment shop type of place, you know. Then you could say,
Right.
okay, yeah,
Right.
it's the Goodwill. Okay, put everything cheap and then get rid of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Sell it. It's
a girl-
crazy.
A girl that I worked with, she brought in a purse last week that she got at Salvation Army. She paid $35 for a Vera Wang.
Wow.
And I was like, why did you do that? Oh, it's a really good brand, and it had the tags on it. She showed it to me. It's Kohl's tags. I'm like,
Vera, which is
you got sorry girl, you got freaking ripped.
yeah.
Wow.
And they gave her half price. Because it was marked at 70.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
oh my God.
I'm
They
just
gave
like,
her half price, so it was a $70 bag.
yeah. Vera Wang.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's her secondary brand. That's not her real brand. That's
Yeah.
Vera. That's the cheap knockoff. Not
Coach is-
knockoff, but-
Coach is better than them.
But I'm saying that's a secondary brand. That's her cheap brand. It's not like her real Vera Wang.
No. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Huh.
Nashana is saying that she worked at a church thrift store and they say no to donations because they don't have the room. But if you put, well, I don't know about her church, but if you put it cheap enough, you will have room because people will buy it.
Yeah,
I
because
agree.
it's the same thing as us. I mean, yeah, if you put $1 on everything, we're gonna have LSLs, but probably not gonna be making, you know, any money after fees and shit.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know. I
same,
don't
same kind of
understand it.
thing.
I don't get it. Maybe I'm not supposed to. I don't know. Just seems pretty crazy.
I
wasn't there.
Honestly, okay, like Jim said, like these thrift stores, I mean, I know like Goodwill and that they pay their employees, but let's say the church thrift store where it's all volunteer, if they would pay the employee a smaller amount, the employee would probably work harder on getting the stuff out so the store's making money. you know,
Yeah.
because it's volunteer, it's like, well, you know, it doesn't really need to make selling to resellers because they're making money off of us. It's real funny that way.
Yep. Yep.
You know, really, they just need to put that out of their head. That shouldn't even be a thing.
I agree with you. Yes.
I mean, that it shouldn't matter if I'm a reseller or not, or if I'm just, you know,
Joe Blow
woman
walking down the street.
Yeah, a woman that wants to buy a pair of pants, or a woman that has a kid that I want to buy clothes for him. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter.
Boy.
Yep, I do agree. I don't know.
I like buying like stuff too, and then so like for me, for my personal use, I don't know why.
And like if they had a free like rack or a free you know, like a free aisle or whatever, I'm sure that people would, you know, I mean, I would hope that people wouldn't, you know, just go in there and clear the freaking rack just because they can, you know. But I know there's I mean, I would think, you know, that, you know, you save that for people that don't have clothing,
right,
that need clothing.
And there's, you know, there's a lot of places that do like I mean, if somebody comes in and says, you know, look, we don't have any money, but we need some stuff.
There's a lot of programs out there.
Oh yeah.
In Massachusetts, they have it. Like if people are starting out, they have one. I think what it's called. But you can donate stuff like furniture and stuff like that. So if someone's getting an apartment, they can go there. But they usually come through like DSL, whatever it is. DS,
right.
F, is that what, I don't know. DS, I don't even know what.
DHS.
All right, thank you. My brother-in-law works for them. You think I would know the places? They'll go through them, so they know like who's really in financial need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that they almost have to be in the system somewhere in order to get the So they go there and they get a shopping allowance. I mean, they'll get to buy like a table and to get all kinds of stuff.
They used to do that up in Wisconsin at the hospital and the church store. They social services would hand out a voucher or whatever. I saw people use. You know.
And that's what our St. Vincent's does, but our Salvation Army does not. Our Salvation Army is only for selling. If you need help with your utility bills or food or anything like that, you have to call the number, and then it's like a Cadillac Salvation Army or something that helps out. It's not this local one, which to me is weird.
We have a thing called CTI, Community Teamwork. It's if someone's elderly and doesn't have a lot of money, or someone's low income, they go and they apply, and I don't know the ins and outs, but
Hi, OJ. Well, you know, like I was thinking, you know, if they have a free aisle, it wouldn't be, you know, high end at all. So, you know, you probably wouldn't be able to make much money on it.
Well, I mean, if it was a free, who cares if somebody comes and just takes it all? Who cares?
Yeah.
You know, it's out of your hands. It's out of your way. You don't have to worry about it no more. It clears an aisle. You know,
I think they would sell a lot more clothing if they lower the prices.
Sure.
And Savers is like super expensive around here. I don't know about
Savers really?
Is like with a lot of stuff.
Oh, they're awful. I mean,
everything
for a t-shirt, you'll spend $6 for a t-shirt.
I don't look at the clothes there, but I mean, I don't, you know, because it's too expensive. But too expensive for, you know, reselling type of thing.
Right.
The only time you can get something that's good if it's something odd and they don't realize, if it doesn't have a name and they can't look it up on the computer and realize what it's worth.
Yes.
You know, everything else they look it up, and like they had some precious moments, but one of those type of little figurines or whatever, they were selling for like $14. I'm like, you can't even sell them online. Like I can get them for like $4 online. I'm like,
yeah,
$14. I'm like,
Yeah, what the hell?
So
I know, they're
somebody's looking at the
crazy.
wrong page here. Hey, I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah,
And I
that's
Yeah, and then so
that's kind of my Salvation Army sometimes when, or not. Yeah, I guess the Salvation Army. But they have like a tag that they do every week,
off. Yeah.
the colored
Actually,
tag.
the Salvation Army side went to a not too bad. They weren't too, I mean, one has a little bit more selection, I think, because it's where it's located. They have better stuff, but
But they like
yeah.
freak out if it has a tag on it, and they'll mark it up half more than.
I when I go to the sub, I'll only buy if it's like under 50% off.
See that tag on that purse said 156.
Yeah,
from
that's
Kohl's.
Kohl's. Yeah, Kohl's. It's not really 156. They say that, and then it's $34.99. Like
Yeah.
you get a 30% off coupon, and
What they run on a sale.
right.
I will say down here, like the Goodwill, they're flat pricing. Like if you go in there and buy a T-shirt, it's $2.59. Doesn't matter what it is. When I lived up north, they priced it all different. You couldn't buy a T-shirt for under $5. And like, let's say it was something like an Under Armour T-shirt, they'd have that thing priced at $14.99, or
Right.
they have
That's
like
how they
$20
do it. That's how they do it
T-shirts.
here.
Yeah,
Like
in
most of
there.
it's one price, and then they get when they find a good, what they consider a good name, they mark it up.
No.
But I also go to the bin, so I wait.
Yeah.
I think I can get better deals buying new than I can buying used.
Yeah. I think like some Goodwills, they price it high, anticipating it's going to sell at the half off price when the color goes half off.
Hey, guess what I got yesterday?
What?
I got an Alexa for $9.
Oh wow.
Brand new on Amazon.
Wow.
Yeah, I for some reason they had this 99-cent deal to where you pay, it was actually $9.08 or something total, but there's like the music thing, the Amazon Music or something that's attached to it for a month. So that's basically what you're paying the $7 for, and then but you could take that off and it'll still work with like Google and stuff. You just hook it up to your internet, and so you're paying for the Google Music or wherever, and then
was this on Amazon, you said?
Yeah.
Was it because you're a Prime member?
Nope.
Oh.
You didn't have to be Prime member.
Oh. I'm not a Prime member anymore. We used to do a lot of shopping on Amazon, and then we weren't, and we never watched the TV. And Jim's like, why are we spending this money? So then he was going to buy something. So I'll just get another Prime membership, And it was up to like $129. He's like, no. Anyway.
Yeah. But you can usually get a trial.
Yeah.
And
I just don't, honestly, I'm probably one of the few people that does not shop that much on Amazon.
My son,
I try to buy on eBay, like if I even buy envelopes and stuff, just because I sell on there. So I want to support
right.
I'll tell you what we do use a lot is the Walmart online. They have third-party sellers, and then you have free pickup at the store, which my Walmart's not that far away from me. And then we end up buying a lot of stuff through there. Tires for our truck on there. Jim buys his packing peanuts on there. They're super cheap. Like when we do like taxidermy, like mounted fish or whatever, he puts them in peanuts because their fins are easy to bend and stuff.
Rita says she pays $12.99 a month for Prime.
I don't have Prime.
He just looked at it. Well, don't you pay by the year? It was like $129 for the year. So
I don't know. My son got a free trial or something for like 30 days, and he says he cancels it. He like tries to buy everything in between that time, and then he wants it, then he cancels
it. If I want something, I just pay for the shipping if I have to. If it's not free shipping.
I thought, oh yeah, the TV will be cool, and there's never anything really good on the TV. I thought like that Man in the High Castle would be good, and I didn't really get into it. And I'm like, well, I never watch Amazon TV.
Yeah. Oh, she said no. Rita says they give you an option of whether you want to pay per month or if you want to pay for the year. Hi, Tom. Where you at?
Hi, Tom.
I think it was for us that we just didn't get enough use out of it. If we would have watched the TV, like if the TV would have been like Netflix, I would have no problem with it. But I just never watched the TV part of it.
Right. Yeah, we got Sling for another few days. And that's really close to having like cable, you know. But you paid $30 a month for it.
I still have cable.
Oh, Carole, I'm surprised.
Well, this is what happened. I went to go cancel it after Brian died, right? Because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take any expenses, but it was because it's Comcast here, and to get the triple play because I have a phone, which yes, I know I have a landline, which
so do I.
I'm gonna have until my mother goes because she likes to call me on it, and so it's triple play. You get internet, phone, and cable. So I said, okay, I just need internet and phone. I don't need the cable. It was more money just to have the phone and the internet.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they gave me a special price. They actually lowered my bill. So I'm like, yeah.
What, from like 170 down to like 100?
It was like 100. I don't know. I think I paid $120.
Because they did that for me too. And then I was sick of paying like 100. I was paying like 110 or 115 because I had the DVR.
I don't have the DVR.
And I was like, you know what? No, I'm not going to pay this anymore. So I kept the phone and I kept the internet. And so it's like about 100.
Yeah, that's what mine is with
more like 90
with the cable. So at that point, if it's the same price, I might as well keep it.
Oh, well, no, with our cable, it was like more like 100 and 115, 130, something like that. With all three.
Well, I can afford it, right? I mean, whatever. I really don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even.
I mean,
like,
definitely if it's the same, I mean, you might as well keep it.
I said, no, take it off. I don't even want it. And then it was like, it was going to be more than what because they can give you special pricing. You know how but everybody pays the same, which I don't think is right, but that's.
Yeah.
Where's
if
Tom?
I didn't have the phone, if I just had internet, maybe it would be different. You know, I mean, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I only have one cable box. I got rid of the other two. Like I have a TV in the kitchen, but I don't know if you can see it hanging on the wall, but I don't use it. So I took that one off. You know what I mean? You pay $8 for the stupid box that I never even watch it in here.
Just use that as your computer monitor.
I have a computer. I bought a new computer this year.
I sold those postcards, Sally.
Really? All together?
Yeah.
How much?
What do you think? I did not get the 1,000.
Okay, so
you were asking $1,000.
How many postcards? We'll all take a guess. How many postcards?
What did I say? Was it like 235 or something?
And what were they of?
The Tsar and Tsarina and their extended family.
Oh, I think I saw you show those. Yeah, that was those. Yeah, I saw that.
I'm gonna say 450.
I'm gonna say.
Oh, Sally.
Is that what it was?
Harsh. No.
Oh, I was gonna say. You put listed it for 1,000.
No, I didn't list it for 1,000. I ran it at an auction. And don't go look in the folds.
Oh, okay. Okay, thanks. All right, an auction. I would say 275.
Oh boy! Oh man, you guys are harsh. $960.
What?
Wow!
Are you kidding?
Good job.
No.
Wow.
I hope I didn't sell them too cheap, but anyway.
Yeah, you were just sitting on that, haven't you?
I've had them.
just taking.
I bought them up in Wisconsin. I paid like $5 for them.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what they were. They just were a box of postcards and the photo albums. And I've been sitting on them because I know there's money in slides and postcards, but I'm the person that just doesn't get around to individually listing them. So I'm like, well, I think they're worth enough as a whole collection. And I got a lot of people like, oh, I think you have these. I started the auction at $900, $899.99.
Oh, so
have like message.
It's like you started at like $10. You started at $900.
No, well, no, because you got to weed out the dreamers. If you start them real cheap like that, you have like these dreamer people.
We would have guessed a little bit higher had we known you started.
I tried to sell them to Tom for $1,000, so I didn't quite get my grand.
I'm just popped in. I just got up.
Oh boy.
I felt bad all night long. I took Roberta to work this morning. I came back and I laid back down and Sasha woke me up and saying, we got a bunch of packages from Amazon.
Yeah, I had Jim take Brandon to school because I didn't feel good.
So I think I'm gonna hop back off. It looks like we've got the reseller version of the View going this morning, so I'm gonna go and enjoy that.
Well, you're our whoopee, so stay with us.
Oh my God.
Lord.
I'm gonna go take my packages out. I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, that's amazing. And what did you say they were of?
You know the Tsar and Tsarina that were killed like in 1918 in Russia?
Yeah.
The last Tsar of Russia and his family. So it was his pictures of his children, him, his wife, extended family like his brother. I think it was like Sergei, who was the governor of Moscow that ended up getting killed. His sister-in-law, who was his wife's sister, she turned into a nun. And then when the revolution happened, they threw her down in a mine and threw a grenade or something down there and blew her up. So it's all these like extended members of the royal house. And then there was a little bit of like propaganda postcards. There was like some drawings of Rasputin postcards. And then like pictures of the palaces and stuff like that.
Wow. Very cool. Very cool.
Did you sell them?
Yes, I did.
What'd you get for them?
You tell me what you think I got. Weren't you listening?
No.
No. So what do you think I got, Tom?
1,400.
I only got 960.
That's awesome.
I was getting messages like, oh, I think you have these postcards priced too high, but I'll give you $300 for them or whatever. And I'm like, well, if they don't get the $900, I'm just going to part them out.
Yeah.
You should have just said, nah, if I don't get this, I'll just give them to my friend Tom.
I like you, Tom, but I don't like you $1,000 worth. Sorry.
Well, I'm just saying that's what you should have used me as an excuse.
OJ says, were they RPPC? I don't know what that is, but
yeah, like marked on the back. I think some of them were.
Cool. What does that mean, OJ?
Oh yeah, real picture postcards.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yes, most of them were. There were a few that were like propaganda ones that were like artwork, like drawing ones and that, but most of them were real picture postcards of the family, the Tsar's wedding, just all these like different events, and the Tsar's like, you know, in World War I and all this kind of stuff.
Huh. Very cool.
Yeah, those can be very. I mean, any type of postcard that's like that can be very interesting. Was there anything on the back of it written? Was it Russian or you know, so like
there were a few that were sent. One of them had some English on it, and then I think they were more like German written on them.
Okay.
And it's like that old-timey handwriting, which it was very hard to read too. I mean, I think there was like some German. There might have been one or two that had like Russian on it, but
You talking about script, the thing that nobody learns how to write?
Yes, like how like old timey looking cursive.
Yeah.
And my eyes are getting bad. I mean, very like perfectly written, but also small. They were cool. They were cool. I've had them for a while now. Like I said, I've had them over a year. I know, because I bought them up in Wisconsin.
That is very cool.
Yeah, that stuff can be, if you like history, that's can be very interesting. I mean, I've sold postcards, and I just like reading the back of, reading what's on the back of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, after 24 hours, we finally made it to Florida from Kentucky. That type of stuff.
24 hours from Kentucky to Florida. I mean, if I left like at 6 in the morning, I'd be in Orlando at 6 at night.
Well, if you're taking a whatever it's called, ooh, that's kind of cool.
Hi, bum crack.
Well, I love Trump, OJ, but I'm not wrecking antique postcards to write Trump on the back. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Good morning, Lisa.
Yeah.
I
found a few postcards at the antique boutique or whatever it's called, and so I got to get those listed.
Okay, this is a feature be on the lookout for. During the summertime, when Walmart has all their, they start putting all of their filters, not filters, the wicks for their kerosene heaters on clearance. When they get to be about $1, start buying them up, because I'm shipping out my last one, and I had 22.
Oh,
Did you go look for the BTS dolls?
Yeah, I looked for some of those too, and I couldn't find any.
Yeah, I don't think you will. I only got 3 sets of them at my Walmart, and I'm done with them. I sold the last set last week.
I would have had to give one set to Roberta, because she likes that music.
Oh, does she? Yeah.
But like I think I paid 50 cents a piece for my filters. My wicks. And they went from anywhere from $14 to $26.
Like for Coleman lanterns?
No, they're for like the kerosene heaters. The big ones that sit out in the middle of your lived-in floor.
Yeah.
So I bought these last summer. In August. And
cool.
I listed them, and they just been sitting there. Now all of a sudden they started selling.
No, it's in that time of the year.
Yeah, and they're all going north.
Yeah. I wonder why.
New York, Wisconsin, a couple to one's going to Duluth.
What was it?
Like I said, be on the lookout for them come summertime.
I'll have to keep my eyes open for those.
Oh, Young Girl 71, Patty said 90% of her daughter's Christmas gifts are BTS related.
They had that at my Walmart. They had the BTS Mattel dolls are like Barbie, but they're like more like maybe realistic. They had them on clearance for $4 a piece. There were 7 members in the band. I think I was selling them for like $125 for the set.
Wow.
I gotta go. I gotta take a call.
All right. See you, Carol.
Bye.
Coming on.
Bye, Carol.
I didn't even know what BTS was.
Real big.
Yeah, what is it?
It's like an Asian boy band, like Medudo, but they're like from Korea. And I wouldn't have known what they were, but there's another person that does kind of reselling videos, and her daughter was all into them, and they like came and did a or something. And I'm in the clearance aisle. I'm like, I know they did that tour, and some people are all like crazy for them. Maybe these would sell. So I just bought them. I didn't even look them up.
You talk about those South Korean boys? Oh, they're pretty. They're real pretty boys.
They are. Those are some. I had to say it. Those are some pretty boys. Roberta says they're very handsome.
They're okay.
If they take a canoe trip down our creek, I'll teach them a thing or one.
But see, that's what they did. They work those boys to death, literally, and they don't get paid like ours does. They're like back in the Hollywood, back in the old days when Hollywood would,
Okay. Do they sing in English, Tom?
Some of them do, but most of them sing in Korean. Or
so,
Japanese.
like when they were here on tour, you have like all this American audience is going to watch them sing in Korean, and they don't really know what they're saying.
There is girls and some guys too that can sing these damn songs in Korean just as good as a Korean can.
Huh.
RJ said they make Michael Jackson look masculine. Yes, they do. Michael Jackson looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger compared to these groups.
The Barbie dolls, and because they are made by Mattel, the Barbie dolls, they look like girl Barbies with boy haircuts, and they're wearing suits of wild colors or whatever. But I mean, yeah, if you put them in dresses, you'd have no problem assuming that they're female.
Wow.
They are,
and some of them had like pink hair, didn't they, or real like blue hair, like very like pastel
they dye their hair
colors. Yeah,
they're not bending the gender rules; they're twisting them.
Gosh.
Yeah, I didn't watch the Thanksgiving Day parade, so I don't know.
But they do sing some of their lyrics are in English though. Remember, because we were watching their videos.
I didn't pay that close attention.
I mean, it ain't my kind of music, but when I find out they're selling for that kind of money, I'll research.
Honestly, you can get some of them on clearance on Walmart.com, but they only had like 2 of the band members, and they're like on clearance for like $9, and they just aren't worth it on their own. On their own, they're not worth enough to mess with.
Now, the thing about it is, these guys have all got to serve their mandatory military service.
Hey, Angie.
So these guys will break up long enough for them to go do their service, and then after 3 years, they'll come back and reform.
Oh yeah, well, good luck being still cool in 3 years.
Well, they'll make them secretaries, so they're protected. I wouldn't put them in foxholes.
Okay. If Roberta was here, I would get to see Tara say, "Get in the goddamn car. We're going to Kentucky, and I'm going to kick his ass."
Okay, well, when I told you about him last week, you're like, "What's BTS?" You didn't even know what it was. So.
Well, she does. I don't. Damn. Hang on a second. Share. I'm gonna share a picture if I can find it. There it is. This is BTS.
Where is it?
Right there.
Oh, I have that screen is shrunk. I'm watching it on YouTube.
It says Thomas Hooks has started screen sharing, but it's not showing anything.
I don't see anything.
Good one, Tom.
Well, it says stop share.
Oh, there they are. Yep.
Huh.
Yeah.
And when they call them a boy band, they look like boys, and they're like all 28 to 32 years old.
Oh yeah.
They look like boys. That's news to me.
They look like the kind of boys who'd go into Walmart and buy the pre-mixed gas.
Oh man! Oh snap!
What the hell do you mean by that?
I'm just saying they don't look like they're.
Oh my God.
They don't look like they got dirt under their fingernails or know how to mix their own gas.
Oh my God! So we're at Lowe's buying something in the chainsaw aisle on like Sunday, and there's this guy in there. He's got he must have left church. He's got a suit jacket on. He's all dressed up in that.
Oh man!
Deciding what can of premixed gas he's gonna buy because it's like $18 a gallon. I'm like, oh my God, dude! If you mix your own gas, it would maybe cost you $3.
I thought it was like 22, but okay.
Well, I don't know.
That was ridiculous.
It was between $19 to $20 a gallon. So he's buying like the half-gallon sizes for like $8 a piece or something, or $9 a piece. I'm like, oh my God, dude.
Yeah, I haven't. I must be out of the loop.
No, it's because Tom buys that pre-mixed gas, so Jim's just getting
Yeah, we
it to
already
him.
do that. We're just burning Tom biscuits.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Oh, Patty says if you look at my YouTube channel, I have videos there from their concert.
Yeah, K-pop is very popular right now.
What's
Oh,
K-pop? A type of music?
Yeah, it's called
Oh.
K-pop.
It's real dancey type music.
Oh. I'm still
like,
stuck in the
is it kind of
90s.
like rave music, kind of?
It's not. No, it's you know how we used to play Dance Dance Revolution.
Yes.
It's
yes.
kind of like that kind of music.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, yeah. See, I never did that.
Okay.
Screw you, Jim.
Yeah, I know. Jim is being awful argumentative this morning.
No. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I just was never a Dance Revolution man.
I don't care. I don't care if you like it or not. Everybody has different preferences,
It
but
was fun.
it is fun. I mean, it's fun music.
When I had to go get my phone from another room, I heard Jim busting somebody's behind about buying pre-mixed gas.
Which would be you.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
Is that a problem?
Well, you could get it cheaper if you mix your own.
I
Like
don't use enough pre-mixed gas in a year to justify the gas can to put it in.
Well, who does like your weed whacking?
Yeah, you just use another little gas can and
Right.
keep that.
Noel
Separate.
across the street.
Hmm.
Let me
I
tell
hope
you
you're not
what.
like.
They can come in and have this yard cut, trimmed, edged, and gone before I can even get my lawnmower cranked.
Tom, I hope you're not like Tara. I have her out there. She's running the chainsaw for an hour, and she's like, "Oh, my lower back. Oh, my lower back."
Oh Lord! Now, Jim, when you see Bridget again, you need to bust her chops because she was at Disneyland and she actually had to stop and take a nap.
Oh,
While the park was open?
Huh?
While the park was open?
yes.
Oh, man. Yeah, you do not sleep while that park is open.
Oh my
Well, when you
gosh.
see her, ask her if she's getting to be an old lady. Do you need to send her a walker or something like that because she took a nap?
Hey, they make pills for that. You got to stay awake.
Oh my
What
god.
are you taking off that guitar? Because I'm listing it right
They're
now.
strings, these rusty strings.
Okay.
I tell you, Jim's full of it this morning. Tara, did you give him some loving this morning?
No, I'm
No.
sick. Let's see. No, stop coughing my fool head off and stuff. Yeah, it's not what I feel like doing, Tom.
She didn't fight with me this morning, so I'll take that.
He must have stopped by the Waffle House and saw his.
No, that's Long John
like
Silver's. He won't go to Waffle House.
Dang, you know what, Jim, you're really cutting back on the restaurants now.
I
Yeah.
know. We just got a KFC in Campbellsville, and he won't go to KFC now because he likes Lee's chicken.
Well, it's places I worked. I used to work in a restaurant, and if a restaurant ain't right, I'm not going for it. I used to work in a grocery store. Grocery store ain't right, I ain't gonna go to it.
I told you when I took him into Kroger's, he had that total freak out.
Oh my gosh.
You know, Tara, Jim needs a little therapy.
I need to go into places and not have Jim with me when I do it.
My therapist told me I graduated. He said I didn't have to see him no more.
OJ says, haha, when my wife starts complaining, I tell her, Jim makes Tara start the tractor and plow the driveway of snow in the morning. She doesn't know you guys moved.
Oh my god.
It's it sounds like the Northeast is going to get hit with another cold storm this weekend.
It was
It
like
is?
14 below where I used to live this morning. And they Because I was watching it. They have a thing on Facebook. It's the Snow Eagles, the Snowmobile Club, and they go live while they're grooming. So I'll be watching it when they're driving through the town part. And I'm like, oh man, look at all that snow they got. They got like 2 feet of snow, you know? I'm like, oh man, I'm glad I'm not dealing with that. Anyway.
I was watching some snowmobilers. They were, they were riding on their own, one of the members' property, and they were just cutting their paths as they went. And man, those guys are not freaky. They're scary. I mean, the way they drive down through those trees at 50 miles.
That was probably where they're riding out west in the mountains and stuff. Yeah, you just don't hit the trees, Tom. It's easy.
Yeah, you just don't hit the trees.
You steer.
Yeah, you steer.
If you are not a praying person, if you ride behind Tara on a snowmobile and try to keep up with her, you will become a praying person.
Shut up.
Because she takes corners that you shouldn't take at 20, at 70.
Oh my God. One time we went down the road.
She's bad on skis. Get her on a freaking snowmobile.
We're coming. I just bought this sled. So we're going down to his house. I still had his house down the road from my house. So I'm like, the Speedo wasn't working. I'm like, I'm going to see what this thing's got. It was a Yamaha, and it was light, and it was fast. And I went to slow down to make the turn onto his road, but the brakes locked up, and Jim's behind me a ways back because all it is snow dust. And he goes, all I see is red, white, red, white, red, white. Because the thing, he locked the brakes up and went into this, like, spinning like a bottle down the road. It was cool.
Oh my
God. I think
God.
I was going to lose it. And Jim's like, all it is snow dust and red, white, red, white, red, white. Anyway.
I thought she was dead. I'm like, that's it.
How fast was I going?
I'll be picking her up with a bushel basket.
I remember that time we jumped out of that pond.
Oh my God.
We had this pond off the trail. So I'm like, I'm going to do a little dippity-doo. So I probably did it. I wasn't going like super fast, maybe like 50, 55. But it had like a double lip, and it shot my sled way up in the air. But Jim follows me with that Yamaha.
I was on that Yamaha because I could read the hood. The Yamaha's got a real sloped down hood, so you can't see it when you're driving at all. I mean, you'd have to lean way over the handlebars to see it. That sled was straight up and down. I was going straight up like a rocket ship. I mean,
to the stars.
I want to tell you, I could have absorbed liquid with my hind end. I can tell you that. I was for my life. I was really cinching her tight. And then we came down. I hit my shins on the snow because it landed so hard. Because I didn't expect to jump. I wasn't like prone, where I was up off the things. I landed like a sack of manure, when I hit the ground. Oh, it was bad. It was fun.
We had a lot of fun.
And then I wasn't sure when we're going over it. I'm like, I can't remember if there's trees on the other side of this or not. But it was open field. But as I'm going up, I got no control. I'm in the air. I'm like, oh man, I hope I land somewhere where there's no trees.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Tara's trying to kill Jim.
Man.
You wanna ride with me, you better keep up.
Hey,
which is the funny thing is, like, I'll just go fast on a snowmobile, but I don't like going fast on a boat.
And her she's a real chicken of the boat.
Oh, but God, man. Go faster. Go faster.
Yeah, no, she's like, yeah, you can't even make a wake. But anyway, which is crazy with her. But the other thing was with the tractors, people will come to the farm and they'll say, oh, yeah, I see you got whatever tractor. Yeah, I had one of those and it's got a blah, blah. They'll start talking about stuff, but they like ignore Tara, and Tara will try to get in the conversation, but they like won't let her. But it's like, I'm just laughing because I'm like, dude, she could write an encyclopedia on tractors. When I met her, the biggest tractor I ever had was a lawnmower. Like a riding lawnmower. I don't know anything about tractors. I just think that's hilarious. She can spot a tractor in a farmer's field a mile away and tell you what make it is, what model, and what year. She's a tractor pro. But she's afraid of water.
Here's an Uncle Tom story. Back when I was about 17 years old, Lake Wiley, our lake that's right beside Rock Hill, is during the winter, nobody was out there. I mean, everybody had these little shacky cabins for the summer. And then once the season was over, everybody went back into town. A friend of mine's dad and mom, they were in the process of moving out full time out to the river. They had built a nice house out there, and they had a 2-bay boathouse with the lift in it to pick the boats up. So we decided, it was about October, my friend decided he wanted to go boat riding in his daddy's boat. So we went down to the river, got in the boat, went out, and there was a 24-foot Not a Chris Craft. It's the boats that they use in the James Bond movies.
Like a Donzi or?
No, it's not a Donzi. Like in the movie they made Live or Let Die. It was the ones a Glastron.
Oh,
it was a Glastron. It had a custom Chevy 460 V8 jet drive in it.
Is that like a Bayliner?
It's a real sleek looking. It had a cuddy cabin in it.
I thought it was like a Bayliner.
It's a bigger. I mean, Bayliner.
It's a bigger boat. That sucker, Jim, that sucker would run 70 with 100 gallons of fuel in it and 4 people in the boat and all that fiberglass from that hull. It would stack. So we were out on the lake putzing around. Nobody's out there. The lake is real smooth, so he had that sucker opened up. And we came upon a bunch of ducks, and he thought he was going to be funny. He was going to get up there and fly. You know, he's going to fly with them. Well, he ended up running. He ended up running over one of them. Well, when it hit the jet drive, it just about tore it off the back of the boat.
Oh, wow.
So we we paddled that boat back to the house. We got back to the house about 10 o'clock that night.
You want to hear a good paddling?
Wait a minute. We got it back in the boathouse. He went up to the house and called his dad and said, we went out in the boat. We've messed up the boat. We've messed up the boat. So his dad comes down there and you talk about some 4-letter words. He is about to beat the hell out of both of us with a boat paddle. And I wasn't driving, but I was part to the crime.
No boy.
Well, after that, he had it fixed. And it ran just as good. But actually, it ran better because he had those trim tabs put on the back of it. You know what I'm talking about, Jim? That's like little hydraulic fins down. It's supposed to take the pressure off of the drive to make it trim out. Well, after that, he never let us ride in that boat again. If we were going to go up to the Buster Boyd Marine, up to the fish camp up by the bridge, he would throw 2 ski ropes out behind it, toss out a couple of slaloms, and say, "Let's go." He would never ever let us ride in that boat again. Never. When he got rid of it, we had not ridden in it since we were 17 years old.
Oh boy.
Well, he spent about $3,200 in 1975 money to have that thing fixed. Oh boy. I'm telling you, that sucker it was like, you know, in Star Trek, when they look out the portholes and you see the stars go by. Well, everything was a blur when you look to the side.
Well, going 50 miles on water, 50 miles an hour is fast as hell.
Yeah.
You want to hear a good boat story now, Tom?
What's that?
Tell him your Hanukkah story.
Oh, I think I told him that one.
The Donzi?
Yeah, I had told you that we were hit that anchor rope going 50.
Jim flew out of the boat and woke up in the water.
Oh my gosh.
I think he did tell us that one.
Yeah, it's like a cigarette boat. Yeah, but Rising remembers the other guy gives me the thumbs up and he screams. He goes 50 miles an hour because the engine's so loud. Because on water, like you said, 50 miles an hour feels like 200. So he goes 50. He screams 50 miles an hour. I'm like, and I give him the return the thumbs up. And the next day I wake up, my glasses are hanging by one ear. I'm in the lake. I regain consciousness. I had a life jacket on. We both did. But I got my glasses. I'm like, oh my God, my glasses. But then I touch my face, the side of my face, and I feel this thing on me. My one arm of my glasses is hanging by my ear. So at least I got my glasses because I'm blind without them. I swam back to the boat. And my buddy, he's just waking up inside the boat. He didn't get ejected because the steering wheel hit his chest. And it kept him from flying out of the boat. But, I mean, his chest looked like an elephant stepped on it.
And did you pull the drive off?
No. Well, we had one rusty Cub Scout knife, and we cut the rope off the prop so we could get it to run again. But we were idling the engine with the bilge going because it was sinking. Okay. Because we had cracked the back end of the boat. So,
whose boat was it?
His friend's family's boat.
Yeah, it was like
it was a Donzi.
It wasn't a huge Donzi though. It was like a 26-footer, which for a Donzi is a short one. Yeah, 351
Donzi,
Cleveland
a boat
Interceptor.
with the word Donzi printed on the side of it is like a Louis Vuitton purse.
Yeah, it was an expensive. It was very expensive.
It's a good quality boat, But just because it has that Donzi name on the side of it means that they jacked the price up about 600%.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, wow.
When his father repaired it, we did find it was quite expensive.
Oh, did you? Oh,
That's why I
were y'all
don't trust
kids?
Jim.
How old were y'all, Jim?
14.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, because you get your boater safety, you can drive a boat at 13 in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
As long as if you have your boater safety certificate. We use them like cars because we lived on this river system.
That went through
Right.
town.
Yeah, when you were 13, you got you could park in town. They had a dock. But I mean, you could drive to most of your friends lived on water too. So you just drove your boat to all your friends' houses. It's all swamp and lakes up there and rivers.
When I got back in my Jeep after his dad got finished talking to us, I just sat at my Jeep for a while to calm my nerves and to say a prayer. Thank you, Lord, for letting me have one more day on earth, because I swear I thought he was going to kill us.
Jim sank a hydroplane too. Was that a hydroplane?
Yeah, it's a little plywood boat. So, yeah, I got swamped. The guys are waving at me before the wave hits me, and I wave back to them like a dummy, And then a wave hits me. I'm like, I'm not going to make it because the wave was like 6 feet, and it flipped my little fiberglass or my little plywood boat. And so I'm standing on the tip of the boat. Was hit the bottom when it was standing straight up, and I waited for my friend to come, which was like 20 minutes later because he thought I was coming back. So I'm standing on the tip of the boat, waving my arms at him. That was scary.
Yeah.
Um,
Remember the time I almost got swamped in Three Lakes? That was a good one. We really got it that time.
Where Jason lives down in Horry County, man, there's some rivers down there. They're narrow and curvy, and normally the surface on them are like a sheet of glass.
Yeah. All right. We should probably not take over Valerie's show and make it the boat show.
Oh, okay.
Boat show.
Well, she's sitting there just.
No, I'm gonna be getting off here pretty soon.
Yeah, since I'm awake now, I need to pack about 3 things and move along with my life for the day.
Time to get some work done.
I'm gonna make the donuts.
There you go. Eat them too.
Better you than me.
I like to have
some guys. We'll see you guys later. Thanks everybody for coming on and get some listing done.
I'm not going night night, Patty.
You what?
She said, Sally, are you going night night?
Oh.
No, I'm